Welcome back, YouTube. Zan here. Um, Engine's a little different than the last time you guys saw it. I may or may not have done a couple things just because I wanted to, and I was upset with that stupid bolt snapping off. I just put the frame bolts in place, and I put a couple covers on just to keep dust and stuff out of the engine. Other than that, I've cleaned up the engine, and looking at it now, just looking at it together, it looks so much cleaner than when I took it off. It's not perfect. There's still some oil drops everywhere from rolling the engine around 120 times, and I am going to wipe the whole thing down before it goes back in the bike, and then I'm going to run oil through it, make sure it's not leaking, and probably wipe it down again and again and again, and just keep removing stuff. What else I do since you guys can see? Yeah, cover thing. Yeah. So what are we doing today? What do you guys think? Two new banjo bolts. What do you do? I've got 4 of these. Get over here. Can't get off. 4 of these beautiful copper gaskets, and we're gonna reattach that beautiful oil. Was it oil pump? Oil pipe? Oil pipe is what it's called. Oil pipes here. This should be very quick, simple, dirty video, which is great because I still haven't at this time edited the previous one where I break the bolt. So you guys haven't even seen that yet as of today. That was. Oh, this is still good. Okay. Yeah. So this time that I do this, that it won't fail because it's going to work perfectly. I'm going to start with the upper one. We're gonna do what we have to do with it. Yeah. I went to my good friends up at Hebler Sales and Service. They hooked me up with, well, they ordered it, they didn't hook me up, and I paid for it. So hookup is kind of a wrong term for this, but they were able to order me the replacement parts I needed for this bike, which is great, and appreciate you guys for doing that. I actually emailed them the next morning first thing. I was like, guys, I need some parts, and they're like, yeah, we got you. Thanks, guys. Came in, took it a couple days. Not bad, pretty speedy. If you guys need anything, Kawasaki, Suzuki, KTM, what else they got up there? I got CF Motos now. What else we got? Kawasaki, Suzuki, oh, Husqvarna's. I think it's all motorcycle stuff. They got side-by-sides. They got, I want to say, CF Moto and Kawasaki side-by-sides. I don't think they have any other ones, do they? I don't think so. Four-wheelers, CF Moto. Again, of course, Kawasaki. I keep wanting to say there's a third one, but I'm not picturing right now. We got snowmobiles too. Sea-Doo. Ski-Doo. Ski-Doo? Party Cat? I forget which ones. You can look on their website. I'll put it in the description. You guys will be fine. You can figure it out. I care mostly about motorcycles, so that's why I know about their stuff. My other problem I'm going to run into is trying to tighten this guy down here. Trying to get it nice and torqued. I'm running out of room for my wrench to go in. I think we'll have enough. So we're going to get these finger tight to start with. I'm going to give them a little tightening with the just the socket wrench. Then we'll start torquing. We're going to do these torques in stages. We're going to torque one, go to the next one, torque one, go to the next one. Yeah, this stinking head bolt's right in the way for this. Okay, they're hand tight. I give them a little bit snug with this. I'm going to switch over to our torque wrench. I'm going to see if I can even get to this one. I might have to... Yeah, there's no way to get to that one. Okay, let's try to torque this one down, and I'll have to come back to that one and figure out what I'm going to do. So it says, and let's just go back to this diagram here. Banjo bolts, 11 foot-pounds, right? So I'm going to set this thing to the lowest it will go without breaking anything. just go to 30. I don't want to go hard because of what happened last time. So we're gonna get a little, just a little snug, little by little. We're gonna get it up there. There, torqued, 30. $40, 55. Let's get it to 55 and see how we feel. $85. Okay. I'm getting nervous this thing's gonna snap off again. I don't like it. I know we're compressing the gasket down nicely. That's the point of it. But a guy can get worried, right? I just want to verify that the Newton meters meet where I have to be for inch pounds, making sure it's not a mistake somewhere. Make sure we're doing 100 now, I think. Foot-pounds. Okay. Last jump is going to be 132 foot-pounds. I think we can. 115, 30, 1 and 2. That'll give us the 11 foot-pounds, 132 inch-pounds of torque that's required for this. Oh, got it. Okay, I had my heartbeat over that one. Okay, so this one I have no idea how I'm going to torque it down. Absolutely no idea. Without one of those attachments that goes from here over to there, or without removing the studs, or without removing the head, like, I don't see how that's going to happen. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to take this engine actually up to Hebler's, I think. I'll give him a call and be like, hey, how do you torque this thing? After I'm going to look through the internet too, but like I can't get my, maybe, hold up, let's check one thing. No, see, that stud is completely in the way no matter what I do. So what if this was shorter? Would it sit? See, it won't even sit directly. So I guess I'm going to need one of those offset torques for that one, which is going to be tough because, excuse me, I don't own one. Back this out. We're bringing it back up to 46. $40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're gonna find that bolt. which is a, hope I'm looking the right way, which is a okay, so I had laying around this guy, this bolt. I was like, where does this go? I couldn't figure it out. Well, buddy, and I'm looking at, it's got a rounded head on there. I'm gonna make a silly assumption that this is where this goes. And this one really doesn't have to be torqued down, and I don't have the equipment right here to actually torque it down. I put the my interchanger, it goes from 3/8, or no, it goes from 1/4 inch to Phillips head. Jesus, words, I can't get them out today. So that's not gonna be torqued down yet, and that's not gonna be torqued down yet. But this engine's done. Everything's been torqued down. I've spun it a couple times. I've looked at it to make sure that all the timing is right. The valves move, at the right stages of the 4-stroke, right stroke of it, and everything looks like it's working perfectly fine so far, minus the clutch. And the only reason I say that is I don't have a cable hooked up to it, and I think everything's right in there, but for whatever reason I'm having a slight self-doubt that the clutch has to come back out to disengage or something, or just the cable needs to be put in and not put enough pressure on it. I'm also trying not to break anything. But as this cover will come off after I run oil through it the first time, as long as it starts, we're going to be fine, because if that has to come out and I have to remove something in there or tweak something a little, like, it's got to come off. So what else does this engine need? This engine needs side bracket, which goes here, no, here. So that holds on, I believe, the lower fairing. I didn't put the oil drain plug back in because it's like the lowest part of the engine right now if I put it in, and I don't want it sitting on it for personal reasons, because I'm a pain. I haven't put the sprocket back on either, the final drive sprocket to the front, just because I'll wait until I get that back in the bike. It's one less thing I have to kind of finagle. And then there's this, which I'm pretty sure goes on the, I'm pretty sure it goes here. There's a, if you guys can't see it from here, there's a space for it down here. I'm pretty sure it goes there. I got to look up exactly where this one goes, or it's mounted on the opposite side of this. This holds the overflow for the fuel tank. I think it's got a breather hose in it that hangs on the side of the bike. So it's 55 out in Buffalo today, but we're not going to start. Oh yeah, you got that other side one too. Not bad. We'll get those on. 1, 2, 3, yeah. So yeah, it's 55 in Buffalo today, but we're not going to go work on the garage on this because A, it's later for me, and I've got to make a video to show you guys for the last time I was working on this, the previous video, which I think was episode 4, and we're on 5 now. And it's just not enough time, and it's dark out already, so we're going to wait until a nice weekend day where I've got nothing going on, and we'll get back out in the actual garage. We'll look at how much of a mess that is from winter. We'll organize stuff. We'll get moving out there. So much cleaner. I mean, they're still dirty and rusty, but so much cleaner. We're going to get a new exhaust at some point, so I'll replace those those nuts when we get that. Yeah. So I've been Zan. Please feel free to look through this episode and the previous 4 for what I've done to tear this out of a bike. Or is it 5? Is the first one not an episode? I don't know. 4 or 5. You'll see it. There's a playlist. And, if you got any questions on the bike, let me know. Or have any suggestions for what I've done or what I've done wrong. If you've noticed something wrong, please feel free to let me know. I am just a YouTube certified mechanic. I have no expertise in this. I just can read instructions and slightly follow them. Anyways, everyone out there, ride safe, be safe, get your stuff ready for spring. You guys in Buffalo, we're going to ride. And if anyone wants to gift me any bikes, let me know. I'll give you my mailing address. You can just send them right over. Peace out, everybody.